Alright, Chapter 12, Steelworker, Tools and Equipment. In this shop of the job site, you will be the grinder, portable power drills, compressors, saws, various other tools. Steelworkers, you need the drill, familiar with the operation and maintenance of these tools, as well as applicable safety precautions. Bench and pedestal grinders. Common bench and pedestal grinders are simplest, widely used with the grinding machine grinding work done with the skull with the off-hand grinding. Off-hand grinding is the work on pieces that can be held in the hands, controlled until the ground of the desired shape and size of the work is done with a piece of the king ground, so that does not require great precision and accuracy. Bench grinder in figure 12.1 attached to the bench shape of the grinding wheels, mount directly to the motor shaft. The one wheel is the course of the rough grinding, the other is the fine for finishing grind. Pedestal grinds in most cases larger than the bench grinder, equipped with the base of the pedestal fastened to the floor of the dry type figure 12.2. No arrangement cooling tower work while grinding of the other water container into wedge pieces can be dipped in the cool wet type figure 12.3. Equipped with a built-in coolant system, keep the wheels constant with the drench and fluid. Coolant washes are always particle with the less abrasive material as well as metal, keeps in the cool place. So figure 12.1 shows the bench grinder eye shield have not been mounted. 12, the pedestal grinder dry type, and then show the pedestal grinder wet type with a built-in cooling system. Bench and pedestal grinders are dangerous but not used correctly, with the most never been used unless the guards are safely provided. Eye shield, chapter figure 12.4. Even those must wear goggles, safety goggles, tool rest, furnish support, work while grinding can be adjusted to come 1/8 of an inch over the wheels. This will 12.4 shows the eye shield of the bench and pedestal type of grinders. Prevent working from being wedged between tool rest wheels, the turn wheel by hand over the adjusting tool rest, and ensure the satisfactory clearance complete around the wheel. Figure 12.5. Grind wheels themselves can be a source of danger, should be examined frequently based on the usage or regularity of soundness. You can take a new wheel, suspend it in a string wire, tapping side of the wheel with light metal rod. A solid wheel will give the distinct ring sound. A wheel does not give off such a sound. It must be assumed to be cracked. Should be discarded and under no circumstance should be used, since it's not practical. Check wheels by this manner every time you use the grinder. Make it a habit never to stand in front of the grinder when it's first turned on. The cracked wheel can disintegrate and become projectiles quickly. A wheel must also run true and balanced on the shaft of the wheel. Dresser figure 12.6 should be used to bring a brace back around. 12.5 shows the proper space. Tool rest, 1/8 of an inch minimum clearance. 12.6 shows the mechanical wheel dresser. Remove the glaze that will occur with the heavy uses. Done holding the dresser firmly against the wheel with both hands. Use the tools and support with the wheel turns. Move the dress back over the fourth car to figure 12.7 for maximum efficiency. Save the operating girder. Observe the following rules. 1. Use the face of the wheel, never the sides. Move the work forward, back, and curve the face of the wheel. Even wear because the action prevents the wheel from becoming grooved. 3. Keep the wheels dressed. If the tools rest properly adjusted, do not shape soft metals, aluminum, brass, copper to tend to blow. Clog the abrasive wheel of the metal should be shaped by other methods, tilting and sanding and chipping. Pneumatic power tool. The portable power tool is available for either powered electrical motors by air and pneumatic motors, where powered or by electricity compressed air. The tools spin basically the same with the pressure of them in the same section deal with the pneumatic tools, since they require unique maintenance. Servicing on job sites or in shop. Note all low-pressure compressed air systems have the filter, regulator, lubricator assembly installed at the outlet. The assembles will be assuredly delivery clean, regulated mist lubricated compressed air for the operation of pneumatic tools. Figure 12.7 is using the wheel dresser safety hood. Caution: before operating a pneumatic tool, inspect with the air hose, checking the leaks and damage of low air through the air hose to free the foreign material before connecting the tool. Keep air clothes clean, keep free of the lubricants, never point air hose to another person. Pneumatic tools must have complete lubrication. Move the power part of the pneumatic tools fitted very well, but the most lubricated correctly with the where it will wear quickly, fail to work. Valves and pistons, pneumatic hammers require light machine oil, since the compressed air comes in directly contact with the parts that tend to drive the lubricant out through the exhaust. While working continuously with the pneumatic tool, you should regularly check the lubricator and ensure the ample lubricating is available to no attempt the filter is assembled and needed. Low pressure compressed air systems that do not have the filter regulator lubricator assembled and installed, you should disconnect the air hose every hour and squirt a few drops of light oil into the air hose connection. Do not use heavy oil because the oil will cause precision parts to fail to have the operating troubles. If this occurs, you have to clean your tool cleaning solvent to loosen the gummy substance of the result. Blow out the tool with this air, lubricate it with light oil, and go back to work. Keep pneumatic tools clean and lubricated if you have a few operation problems. Shop machinery. Precaution of the steel parts are similar to typical composite steel shop. Have the steel working machinery accessible. Steel shop tasks, manufacturing, fabricating items such as sheet metal ducts, pipeline section fittings, plates, and angles. Following sections will discuss some common type of the machinery found well-equipped steel shop. Combination iron worker. Combination iron worker is likely the most valuable, versatile machine in the shop. The combination punch here and coper is capable of cutting angles, plates, and steel bars, and it can also punch holes the size of the angles plates so they can be handled with the machine. Depends upon the capacity of the manufacturer. Various size of the capacity. Each machine has a capacity plate, either welded or riveted onto it. The guide shall be strictly adhere to the pressure and the power of the machine. Develops extreme caution on the part of the other. Vertical bandsaw. The vertical bandsaw designed primarily for the making curved cuts. Also can be used with a straight cut. Like a circular saw, the bandsaw is frequently used with a freehand cut. The bandsaw with two large wheels, which continues to narrow the saw blade. Band turns just the belt is turned on the pulley's lower wheel located on the working table is connected to the motor directly means the pulleys and gear through the drive pulley, the upper wheel, the driving pulley. The saw blade guide is kept in line with the two blade guides. The fixed set below the table. The one was set above the vertical sliding adjustment alignment plate was adjusted by the mechanism backside upper plate, upper wheel. Tension of the blade, tightening and loosening, and provided another adjustment located just back over the upper side of the wheel. Cut-off gauges, ripping fences are sometimes provided with the use of the bandsaws. However, you will do the most work with a freehand over the table to clear the most accurate cuts are difficult to make with a bandsaw with the gauge or fences used. Size of bandsaw designated with the new diameter of the wheels, the 14-inch model with the 14-inch wheel, the combined size 14, 16, 18, 20, 30, 36, 42, 48-inch machines, 14-inch smallest practical bandsaw with exemption capacity. All bandsaws are much like maintenance operation and adjustment. Blades and bands and bandsaws designated points of the tooth point and per inch thickness gauge and width. Required length of the blade is the add circumference of one wheel one wheel twice the distance between the wheel's center. Length can carry the vary with limited to twice the tension adjusting range. Vertical bandsaws are comparatively simple machines to operate. Each manufacturer pushes the technical machine for the machine referred to manufacturer's manual for the detailed information concerning structural operation and maintenance and repair of the individual machine. Show the combination punch here, coper. One of the key parts of vertical bandsaw of the blade must be sharp with the accurate set of the cut with a straight line, radius curve, or circle with the cut determines the size of the saw blade. You with a narrow blade, cut with a curved small radii, 1/8 of an inch blade with a cut 1 inch curve, 3/16 of an inch blade, 1.5 inch curve, 1/4 inch blade, or a 2 inch curve, 3/8 of an inch blade, a 2.5 inch curve. Fretted each instance of the teeth have the correct amount set. After turning the power receiver, the blade is operating at full speed, but before you start with the cut, it is available to true up with one face of the edge of the sock before taking cut with the saw. Also strut with the cut in the waist sock. Do not crowd the cramped table. Keep the top guide down close. Work at all times when saw curves and straight lines outlines your guide sock along the lines marked on the face of the sock. When more than one piece is sawed with several can be tack welded together before sawing. Tack welds from the side, which can outline the mark on the welds visible with the saw operator. Be careful not to exceed rated capacity of the machine. Do not force the material too hard against the blade. Light contact with the blade permits easier function of the line, prevents undue friction and overheating of the blade. By keeping the saw blade sharp, then you needly apply very little pressure for the average cutting, but stock readily against the blade, but no faster than required, give it an easier cutting movement. So 12/9 show the 14-inch bandsaw. Avoid twisting the blade and turning in the sharp corners. Remember the must saw around the corners if you want to saw various small radius narrow blade. If you find a saw cannot be completed, better to saw through the waste material with the edge of the sock back to the blade and with a curved cut. This prevents accidentally drawing the blade off the wheels. 12/10 shows a rejoining broken bandsaw blade, broken ends and about. Alright, bandsaw teeth are shaped like teeth with the hand rips off of the meat with the front of the filled with a 90 degree with a line of saw with the reconditioning the perceive the same with the hand rips off of the tip with the narrow bandsaw with the very small teeth with must usually with its head with a sharpened by special machines. Broken bandsaw must be brazed when not accessory welders available. The procedure for the brazing is foul. Scarf the two ends of the joint with the 12 of the files may be joined scarf joint. Place the end of the brazing clamp with a similar device will permanent the bra with together the perfect alignments. 3. Coat the filled surface of the soldering flux. Cut the strip of the silver the shattered length of the scarf with the width of the blade. Cut it with the flux insert of the between the filled surface. Heat the pair of the run tongs. Bright red clamp the joint together. The red hot tongs will heat with the blade. Melt the solder. Keep the tongues clamped on the joint until they are turned back. 6. Smooth the joint on both sides with a flat file. Finish it with an emery cloth. 12. Wash over the band ends of the joint by using butter weld grinder unit. The entire procedure of the joining is fouls. Trim both ends of the band square and clean them thoroughly. Both ends together with the jaws over the weld grinder. Make sure that the ends of the lines and when the seam the center between the welder's jaws. First, shove the resistant knob to agree with the dial for the width on the band. They're going to be welded, then press. Hold the weld button until the blade ends together. Let the weld can cool in a few seconds. Then press the needle button until the weld area heats and drill cherry red. Hold the weld there with the temperature momentarily jogging the button. Then allow the temperature to fall off slowly and gradually increase the time by between jogs. Allow 10 seconds with the last phase. Alright, 10. After the band, have the needle, take it in the welder and the jaw with the grind the welded bead with a small with the grinder and grind the welded air, same thickness with the rest of the blade. Check with the back edge of the blade, band burns, misalignment, graded irregularities. After the grinding is completed, place the band in the butt welder grinder and even the in needle of the welding areas to the of the hardness that may be developed. See with the technical manual furnished each machine. Causes the blade breakage. Remember the condition that causes bandsaw of the blade to break. Breakage is unavoidable when it's a result of particular stress to which such flaws are subject. The most common cause of the blade breakage must be avoided. Good judgment. Part of the operator's fouls, faulty alignment, adjustment of the guides. 2. Forcing and twisting a wide blade around the curve of the short radius. 3. Feeding it too fast. And 4. Dullness of the teeth or absence of sufficient set. 5. Extension of the blade. 6. Top guide of too high above the work being cut. 7. Using a blade with lumping or improper and finished braids or weld. When saw blades break, shove the power immediately off and then wait until the wheel stops turning before replacing the blade. Replacing saw blades. To replace bandsaw blades, open the wheel guard to each wheel. Place the guide in the top position. Remove the throw plate from the table. Release the tension blade. Turn the top wheel. Adjusting screw. Move the blade and solve the replacement. Alright, your horizontal band cutoff saw. The relatively new cutting machine hand bandsaw is shown in Figure 12. The horizontal bandsaw cutting saw is being used as a shop or plate with the reciprocating type of the power saw. Power hacksaw. Continuous cutting with a blade provides greater speed, accuracy, versatility metal cutting jobs. Good result from either any metal cutting bandsaw with the careful choice of the blade speed with the rate of feed pressure and the primary consideration section braid of the tooth pitch. Tooth pitch should be considered in relation to the hardness, toughness of the material being worked, the thickness of the workpiece. At least 2 of the teeth should be in contact with the work. When cutting thick, the material that you select the tooth pitch that will allow many teeth to contact with the material. Therefore, the teeth contact greater feed pressure required to force into the material. Excessive feed pressure will cause the offline cutting. Alright, power hacksaws. Power hacksaws found except the small shop, and all except the small shop that use the cutting bar, stack pipe, tubing, metal shot. Power hacksaw consists of the base mechanical component mechanism and solid frame, reciprocate clamp vise holding the shock while being solved with the 2 types of the power hacksaw that used today: the direct mechanical and the hydraulic drive. Capacity destination power hacksaw shown by 4 by 4 inches means that it can handle 4 by inches in width, 4 inches in height. Types of the feed mechanism used today are follows: mechanical feed width ranges from 1,000 inch to 25,000 of an inch per stroke, depending upon the class and type of the material being cut. 2. Hydraulic feed that normally exert the constant pressure of the design when hard spots encounter the feed is automatically stopped and short and increase the pressure of the saw until the hard spots have been cut through. 12/30 each of the power hacksaw. Gravity feed will provide with the weight on the saw frame with the weight shift and increase the pressure saw blade with the material being cut. All three type of the feed mechanism lift blade clear of the working during the return stroke. Hacksaw blade. The blade shown in figure 1214, especially with the design, use the power hacksaw made with a tough alloy steel back, high-speed steel teeth combination gives both strong blade and cutting edge suitable for the high-speed sawing. These blades are very as well with the pitch of the teeth, the number of the teeth per inch, the correct pitch for the teeth, the particular job determine the size of the section material to be cut. Use coarse pitch for the teeth with width, wide, and heavy section to provide ample chip clearance. Thinner section, use the blade over the pitch that will keep the two more teeth in contact with the work. Will teeth will not straddle work. So straddling will strip the teeth. In general, you're selecting blades according to the following information. 1 coarse 4 teeth per inch for soft steel and cast iron bronze. Regular 6 8 teeth per inch and yield high carbon steel, high carbon speed steel. Medium 10 teeth per inch solid brass stock iron pipe and heavy tubing. Fine 14 teeth per inch thin tubing and sheet metals. Alright, speeds and coolants. Speed on the hacksaw stay with a stroke of the per minute. The counting of on the centimeters used the only stroke that causes the blade to come in contact with the stock with the speed change that usually accomplished means of the gears to the shift lever. There may be card attached to your equipment near the stating the recommended speeds. The tough alloy steel back electrical welded high-speed steel strength teeth. Cutting various metals, these following speeds, however, can be easily drilled, cold rolled, machine steel, brass, soft 136 strokes per minute, alloy steel and alloy tool, steel cast iron 90 strokes per minute, high-speed steel, annealed tool, steel, stainless steel 60 strokes per minute. Cast iron should be kept to cut entirely dry. Both coolant and should be for the cutting all the material with a suitable coolant and cutting most of the metal solution water enough the soluble oil making the solution light. Coolant not only prevents overheating of the blade stock, but also serves to increase the cooling rate. Using the power hacksaw, place the workpiece of the clamp of the device and adjust the cutting off of the marker line with the blade and turn vice versa with the clamp of the material in place. Be sure the material is held tightly instead of the stroke adjustment. Ensure the blade is not touching the workpiece. When you start the machine, blades are off the work for the rules form. Feed the blade slowly into the work. Adjust the coolant nozzle so the direct fluid over the saw blade. Don't save the precautions reserved while the operating the tool. Post in the shop or even observe them. Drill press. Your drill press may side with the top of the drilling machine with the drill press or even today with the design particular type of the work. Only drill press is not covered in tools there. Even the NAVEDTRA14251 B2 discussed here. One type of the upright drill press with a sensitive drill press. Sensitive drill press. Drill is even in a small hole for the working conditions where the operator must feel that the cutting of the tool is doing the drill bit. Is fed into the work very simple to the device. The lever, the drill press are nearly always better driven than the vibration caused by the gearing of the would be undesired. Figure 1215 shows the sense of the drill press. Radial drill press. Figure 1216 has the movable spin with adjustment to work with the type of the machine convenient. You can use large, heavy work where many holes have been drilled since the work does not have to be readjusted. Each hole, check the occasional to make sure that all locking handles are tight and when the V-belt is not slipping. Before operating on any drill belt press, visually inspect with the drill press, determine all parts of the proper secure with a good operation projection. Check all of the assembly as the motor head, the head pulleys, and the bench. Loose mounting, check with the adjusting V-belt, adjust the necessary with according to the manufacturer's manual. Make sure the electric core is very skirt connected, that the insulation is not damaged, chafed, or tracked. While flat drill press is operating, be alert that any of the sound of the signing of the treble squeak, the unusual noise, report any unusual unsatisfactory performance of the petty officer in charge of the shop. Alright, after operating with the drill press, wipe all the dirt, oil, the metal particles, inspect the V-belt to make sure that there's no metal strip that's embedded with the driving surface. Drill bits come in drill bits, some with a twist drill, will become most of them made with the warming mill with the rough loops, then twisting them in this spiral with the configuration, twisting the drill bits mill with the drill sides to the heated treated general purpose twist drill made with a high speed drill with a typical plastic cutting drill bit. Typical metal cutting drill bit. Notice that the smaller angle of the drill bit with the drilling plastic drill bit size indicated in 3 ways. The inch of the letter by number and nominal inch. Size 1/1/16 to 4 inches large. The letter size runs from A to Z. Figure 1217 show the comparison twist drills and the plastic twist drills for metal. For metal, for plastic, and the comparable angle. Before putting a drill bit away, wipe it clean, then give it a light coating and oil. Do not leave drill bits in place for the many to drop where heavy objects may fall on them. Do not place drill bits wherever the blade rub against each other. Drill bit should not be reground first sign of the dullness. The increased load of the dullness imposes on the cutting edge to make all the drill bit to break. Cutting fluids. When drilling steel and wrought irons, cutting gas iron, aluminum, brass, other metals may be drilled dry, therefore high drilling speeds. It is advisable that some of the medium cooling these materials lessen the chance of overheating the drill bit, result in loss of the cutting edge, compressed air, maybe the cast iron, kerosene, with aluminum, electric acid, for the copper, sulfurized mineral oil, for the metal, and water, lard, and soluble oil, soda water for various metals. Soda water produces heat, overcomes rust, and improves finish. Sharpening drill bits. Drill bit becomes dull, which you must resharpen it causes continued use of the drill bit may cover the breaking and bum up with its force and the metal with improper sharpening cause the same difficulties. Remove the entire bit by badly warm the margin burn with a wear off and then near the point with the accident of the drill point. Drill bit becomes overheated during the grinding. No plug. Now, do not plunge into the water to cool. Allow the cool and still air the side, and shock the side in the cool only causes it to crack. Factors considered when repainting a drill bit. Lip clearance. Two cutting edge lips are comparable to the chisel to cut effectively. You must relieve the heel of the part of the back of the cutting edge with a clearance for the impossible lip of the cut. But there is no much clearance cutting edge weakening for the little clearance result of the drill point. More rubbing without penetration gradually increase the lip clearance toward the center until the line across the dead center stands at an angle of 125 to 135 degrees cutting edge. To the length and angle of lips, the material of the drill determine the proper angle, point angle of the angle's relation axis. The must stay the same with 59 degrees. If we found satisfactory for the most metal, the angle is unequal to only one lip of the cut and the whole with the oversized figure 1220. Proper location with the dead center 1221 equal angles, lips of different lengths result in the oversized hole with the resulting wobble places tremendous pressure for the drill press, spindle, and bearings. Figure 1218 shows the lip appearance. 1220 shows an unequal drill bit angle. Figure 1221 drill bit center. Combination of the both faults can be resolved with a broken drill bit. The drill bit very length of the permanent damage of the drilling machine. The hole produced. Figure 1222. Oversized off and around well of the drill bit. Increase the thickness toward the shank. Figure 1223 when the drill bit has been shortened, replaced by repeated grindings, and then web must. Be thin to minimize pressure required to make the drill bit penetrate the material. The thinning must be done equally on both sides of the web, where care must be taken to ensure the web. The center of the drill point gauge is the total most frequently used check of the drill point during the sharpening operation. Use a coarse wheel roughing out the drill point with much of the metal ground away. Complete with the operation of a fine wheel. Many handy sharp tools technically have developed following the recommended. 1. Grab the drill shank with the right hand with the rest of the drill bit with the left hand. Play with the fingers left hand that are supporting the drill bits for the grinding tool rest might be slightly below center, about 1 inch with a 7-inch wheel. Show that using a drill point gauge. And then 3. Stand on the center line drill point at a 59-degree angle with the relation of the center line with the wheel. With the lightly tip the drill lip of the wheel approximately horizontal position. Use the left hand pivot point. Slowly lower the shank. The right hand increase the pressure of the heel to reach over the ensure proper sequence. Clearance. Repeat the operation of each lip until the drill is bit sharpened. Do not quench high speed with the heel. Drip the water into cool. Let them cool in the calm air. 6. Check the drill bit tip frequently with the drill point to gauge to ensure the correctly sharpened drill bit. Screw the drill bit properly sharpened and run through motions of the sharpening it. When you have acquired sufficient skill sharpening the dull drill bit to test, drill a hole in a soft metal. Observe the chip formation. When properly sharpened, the chips will come out with the flutes and curled spirals in equal length. The tightness of the chip spiral is governed by the break angle. Figure 1225 of the correct position drill bit. Start with the grinding operation view with looking down with the grinder. Figure 1226 shows the break angle of the drill bit ordinary worker. or an attachment convention of the tool grinder shown in figure 1227 in the shop with a high degree of the whole act with the required large amount of the sharpening is done with a machine. The attachment is must. Air compressor machine with the compressing air with initial intake pressure with high exhaust pressure with reduction volume of the compressor. Consider the driving unit, the compressing unit, the accessory equipment. Driving unit provides power to the operator with the compressor made with the gasoline, diesel engine compressors, the power compressor for the cooling system, and adjust the compressor air with the maximum pressure of 100 psi. Compressor air system consists of one or more compressors with the necessary power source for the control of the regulation. Take the air after cool air receiver, cooling pipe together with the distribution system. Carry the air points to use. Object installation compressor air system provides sufficient air to the work area with the pressure adequate, efficient operation. Pneumatic tools being used. Many construction projects require the more cubic feet for the air per minute than any other one compressor will produce. Terrain conditions create problems. Distance of the compressor for the operating tool, since the airline host is an issue with the compressor cause considerable line long lost distance rather than 200 feet. A system has been devised for efficient figure 1220 of the drill bit sharpening attachment mounted convenient bench grinder. Has been transmission compressed by air over the long distance system called the air manifold. Figure 1228 manifold piping to have a large diameter need the transport compressed air from one or more compressors over the distance of the detrimental friction loss. Line loss construction work at our air manifold. The air are usually constructed with a 6-inch diameter pipe. The pipe side of the carries 1,200 cubic feet per minute over the air. Output of 600 cubic feet per minute. Air compressor 100 psi less than 0.35 thousandths of the pound pressure less per 100 linear feet more than compressor pumping air into the manifold. Eventually pressure is at 100 psi, then there may be at any point along the manifold installing outlets connecting the air lines and pneumatic tools. Compressor operation maintenance. The following paragraphs will give the instruction on operating and maintaining compressor units. Compressor units must be located at a reasonable level of area. Most compressors are 50 degree lengthwise, 50 degrees sideways. Limit out of level operation limits are proceeded with the engine and not actual compressor. When the unit is operated out of level, it is important to do the following. 1. Keep engine crankcase oiled near the high level mark, and with the unit level 2, have the compressor oil gauge shoved nearly full width. Unit level 2, the instruction plate, similar to the one shown in figure 1229, is the attachment all compressor node. The plate refers to the manufacturer engine compressor manual with detailed instruction. Starting the unit, take the following steps when starting the engine during the weather, mild weather. 1. Open the surface valve 1/4 wide. Open and note the reason for the tightening of the surface of the valve. Partially open and aid with a quicker warm up of the compressor. 2. With the additional lower pressure engine oil with the safety knob on. 3. Turn off the ignition start position. Immediate engine start. Relief the ignitions. If the engine fails to start within 30 seconds, relief the ignitions. Allow the starting motor to cool off a few minutes before trying to start it again. 4. With the engine running, check the engine oil pressure. Gave the pressure. Indicate with the turn the engine off. When the oil pressure goes above 22 psi, continue the operating of the engine. Check with the lower pressure engine oil switch. Knob of the switch should be in run position. Note the engine oil pressure gauge indicate erratically until the engine oil warms up. Open the side curtail of the bottle, shove the engine enclosure, leave them open. The flow of the air through the oil cooler engine radiator will be impeded. Inside curtains of the closed valve the engine is running. After the engine has run 3 minutes, check with the engine coolant temperature reading gauge. Should it indicate less than 210 degrees Fahrenheit, the gauge should then more than 200 degrees Fahrenheit shut off the engine. Alright, 7. After 5 minutes, close the surface valve with attached hose with the surface line with the tool with the device operated to open the surface valve fully. Start up automatically provides compressor air with the discharge surface valves only. Periodic checking with the gauge the instrumental panel when required. When engine gauge start with the day after the first day, start up above the warm-up stage may be eliminated. Stop the unit until the end of the day. You should take the following steps. Close surface valves permit the engine to run at idle 5 minutes. This allows the engine to cool and temperature to leave level off. An entire unit cools down. Turn the ignition switch off. Cold weather startup. The following steps should be completed with the cold weather startup. Start the engine with a heater switch on. Priming, pumping, and cooling with the engine manual. Warm the engine until the engine cools. Temperature 120 degrees Fahrenheit. Leave the side curtains closed for a few minutes. I'm going to help the engine warm up. Turn the ignition switch off. 4. When the engine stops, start the engines again. Service valve partially open. Be sure the curtains are open. 5. When the compressor has run several minutes, the gauge will indicate with normal operation condition, connecting the tools go to work. Lubricating the unit. Lubricating control of the operator's main with a particular new model compressors you're operating will show you where the unit should be lubricated. How they often lubricate and use what to lubricate to use. Frequency will depend upon the operating conditions. Usage operating under normal conditions requires more frequent service. Caution: before servicing the air compressor system, the oil compressor, open the service valves atmosphere with reverse all pressure and services. Servicing the air intake of the two-stage dry type of the air cleaner, install the engine closure bright clear filters, and to intake air from the engine drum with the first stage element will cause nearly all the dust air that drop into the bin. Air into the second stage element, the paper cartridge will morse there, dry dust traps and will collect it. A dustbin should be removed by hand and emptied daily, so that some models have the self-emptying dustbin pipe aspirator with the exhaust pipe just beyond muffler. When the air aspirator is usually alterations allowed to be made with the engine muffler exhaust pipe. Serve the indicator mounted on the side of the air cleaning house of the paper cartridge with the dust red indicated flag gradually leads. Rises window of the cartridge completed load with the window will show all red. The flag will be locked in place. It's on place. At this time, replace the paper cartridge, discover the old cartridge, reset the red flag so that the window shows clean the paper cartridge that is not recommended. Figure 1231 shows the air cleaner, and that completes the book, and then Appendix 1. So, we're not going to read appendixes, and this was Non-Resident Training Course Steelwork Volume 2, NAVEDTRA14251, Chapter 12.